and Shad. This is a really, really solid team, especially RaiseBull. If he gets going and he starts finding the seams like he can, then I do believe PDHM might be in a little bit of trouble. But for right now, we're underway. It's a long set in RaiseBull. He's going to start off with a 50 win, and HAG couldn't sneak it into the corner. That was a tough angle to get it in on. He tried to roll it in.
And Raise, in the pregame, I was watching him attempt double flip resets, and he was getting very close, even when he didn't have that much space. So Raise, very mechanically sound. I expect to see him be a factor, just like you mentioned, Jorby. If he gets going, this could be very tough for PDHM.
PDHM, I'm looking at Drafinho, who tends to find himself as the centerpiece more times than not for PDHM. Oh, getting under one. Hang on, Shad found RaiseBull, but it's Bull! RaiseBull! Huge dunk!
Giving him the horns here. It wasn't even the greatest first shot, but gets the second effort, the dunk, the clear. Had no chance. RaiseBull right there, right in that path. And a quick goal for true neutral.
Well, rolling out the gates, max acceleration. HAG taking away the ball on the kickoff. And quite a start for true neutral as they kick the ball out to the opposite side of PDHM territory. One thing for PDHM, if they can grab control in midfield, they have to find a way to get that passing engine going. Watch this team pass the ball fast and successfully together against, similar competition here. They're certainly capable of it, but it's all about hanging on to this ball. And in fact, Sad's going to get a chance at it, but it is knocked away. Good early pass off the crossbar. It'll be grabbed. That's the second time PDHM have gotten caught a little too far forward, having to dive back to make a save. And here it is again. But diving back again was Leo to pick up the next save.
And that was a situation where that second touch mistake almost cost PDHM. And this whole attack stemmed quite a bit from a demo attempt. I believe it was from Sad. He came all the way out of rotation, went for the bump, the demo in net, and missed. And that put his teammates on the back foot defensively. And now we're seeing them still have to deal with that. True neutral, once they get position, they don't like to give it up.
Ooh. Well, Sad is starting to sneak out that downfield pass. Here's another shot for HAG off the crossbar. He can't seem to stop hitting the crossbar in game one. But the passing for true neutral is looking pretty good. But this guy right here, Sad, is starting to get a real good sense of where they're trying to pass the ball, and he's winning more and more of those 50s.
Well, he's certainly not afraid to go upfield and try to get those blocks, try to get those bumps and demos. And I like that. I think that's what you need to do. If you're PDHM, if you're a bit outclassed, as Gibbs would say, then going for those demos and playing loose, playing fast is your best bet to get that upset.
There's that PDHM passing, and then Fortune is Leo's best friend. They pick up their first goal.
And that drop pass, it wasn't the greatest shot, but the kick was right back to Drafinho, and it actually popped off him perfectly to set up that shot. So Leo ultimately will get the goal, and I think that's justice because he had such a good drop pass to start that scoring opportunity. And PDHM right back into this one.
That whole thing, James, had started off of Sad picking off a pass in his own third. And then everything else was textbook. They had the space, and they went for the passing, and it worked out beautifully for them. But I don't know how many more times they're going to have to do it. RaiseBull, a little delay on the carry. You see that time and time again, but how does that not in? How is that not in?
Oh, Shad had to hit that. It was exactly what was needed from RaiseBull. He goes, gets the pass across the middle, and got the bump driving along that back wall. Shad had to hit the shot he does the second time around. Shad making up for the missed effort before.
And smart play here by RaiseBull. Pitches it high. He knows that last defender is sitting in net, and so doesn't want to put it close towards him so he has an easy angle to grab the rebound. Instead puts it farther away so it pops straight back out with power. And then Shad, the placement also has to be good, and he nailed it, slipping under the defense. So true neutral, finding the seams. About a minute left, but it's been tight, James. PDHM have been close a couple of times. It's all about that midfield game right now. It looks like Sad and AJG have been the war, and Shad actually picks off in the corner, and there it is, another intercept turns into a goal.
A challenge. You see Leo trying to half flip back, didn't get the right angle on the ball, was caught out of position, and that was all it took. The shot comes in right afterwards. It was an awkward ball. He wasn't expecting his teammate to lose that ball so badly, but perhaps Leo could have made that save if he timed things a little bit better. And a good bump right back on the other end. Leo will get it. And this bump, Jorby, was really what set up the play.
I love the gumption on the kickoff as well. You said it, just kicked Ray's Bull out of the way. See you later. And then a perfect shot from Leo as well. He had two defenders in net. That was probably the only spot that he could comfortably put it and be successful. So, well, they got the clock back with about maybe one push here can do it for PDHM. But I really like what I'm seeing overall. The fight back, it can be so easy to start playing a little more passively, or even the opposite, a little too aggressive, and then end up conceding more goals than you were hoping for PDHM, but they don't. They stoic in their approach, their mentality in game one, and they might even tie this game up. A couple of launches from midfield.
Yeah, quite industrious, never giving up, staying with it. I would say as well, they don't look outclassed to me. This looks like a series that is very much in play.
Last chance for PDHM. Can they get the tie game? Leo has no boost, so he has to let his teammate take it. That's sad. Good challenge. Leo has the shot. It's high. Denied by AJG. Wrapping back, Drufinho lines it up. He sends it high, and that's going to be a difficult task. In fact, True Neutral just might kill it right here. There it is, game one. All True Neutral.
True Neutral getting the win, but this was close. Closer than I would say the desk perhaps expected. A one-goal game, not much on the shot differential either. PDHM, there was just a few defensive mistakes that they had made, but they still kept this with True Neutral. This was just a one-goal game, and I thought PDHM, even at the end, almost had a chance to tie it up. So this one I don't think is going to be a sweep like we saw in the previous semi.
I think that's why Dex didn't want to make a prediction. He's like, man, I don't know. PDHM lately have looked pretty good. I can't just say that True Neutral are going to easily beat them, and I see why. And I think we saw it why last week as well. So PDHM, I love their ideas when they move down the field. Even if they're facing a little bit of pressure, they're always looking for each other. They're always trying to move out, find space for a pass as well. And if you have three teammates who are constantly looking for those kind of plays, you're going to find success more often than not. So we'll see if they can come back here. I was impressed by Sad about halfway through that game and how quickly he adjusted to the passing from True Neutral. We'll see if that continues.
Yeah, I love the fearlessness from Sad as well, Jorby. You talk about the adjustments he's making. He's not afraid to get in the mix. Almost gets a goal. AJG, the nice stop.
Raise Bull's going to be tough to contend with those carries. A lot of the times when True Neutral grabs the ball into the corners, they like to keep it close, get a couple of touches in front. Wait, counterattack, boom! Drufinho scores first for PDHM.
And this was exemplary. The pass from Leo to Sad, Sad to Drufinho. The team passing play all the way upfield, and even the delay, baiting that defender to come in and dive on that ball. The movement was amazing from PDHM. That was a fun play to witness.
Now True Neutral quickly moving down the field with Shad. You can't win the 50 there. It's another win for Sad. Raise Bull keeping it away. AJG, he looks for a pass to Shad. The shot blocked at the origin, and coming back around is Raise Bull. But PDHM backboard is clean, and they'll get the bounce out. AJG, he got outplayed on that last touch. And AJG snuck that one in there to get downfield. This has been an interesting battle, and the demo from Leo saves the goal.
That was exciting to say the least, Jorby. Demos on the goal line, and we're seeing multiple shots coming in from PDHM, some quality saves, but PDHM seems to be kicking this into a different gear.
They really do. I mean, again, it's these passing lanes and the quick counterattacks that True Neutral aren't expecting. They're not winning the midfield, with any sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say confidence, but they're just not winning it consistently. But hang on, AJG wins a good 50. He can't grab the ball, but the shot doesn't come. Drofinho gets in front of it. PDHM down the field again quickly. No answer for True Neutral, and Drofinho makes it 2.
And Shad, he had a play in the first game where he did not score on a pass from Raise Bull that he had to score. And this time, the missed touch didn't have anything in the take. You just got to let that bounce. You got to call for help or something. The last thing you want to do is to roll that around your corner. That was a huge mistake from Shad. Not giving up a goal. So we'll see if Shad can recover.
It can be so tough in those with Shad. Oh, hang on. Oh, Drofinho picks up the hat trick. Goes the distance here.
And Sad was the player to get in the mix and get that touch that ended up having it bounce out to the middle. And Drofinho with a hat trick already. PDHM is sailing.
What a response of a game, too. You couldn't really keep the ball, but now you just can't stop scoring. Oh, just getting in the way was Shad. There's plenty of time for True Neutral. 3-0 looks pretty bad. But if you can start the clock right now with Raise Bull and AJG, he's got the boost, but can't get around the ball. Trying to keep it away from this defense of PDHM, which has been rock solid in game 2.
We've been seeing them go for these demos, open up space, the passing plays, and then, things get made even more difficult for True Neutral when you have Shad making a mistake on defense. And last game, after he missed that shot, he was able to recover and get back on track, score a goal, and make things fine. So we'll see if he can do that again here. We still have plenty of time, barely past the halfway point, but True Neutral will have to get something going soon.
Well, Shad will pull off for Raise Bull, but there just is no pitch available on the orange half for True Neutral to really set up shop it. Raise Bull has consistently tried the back passes to create space for his team because there just hasn't been any space, James. And there, again, that, almost a lateral pass, although it's kind of a neutral pass, if you will. And AJG back up to Shad. He's got the shot, but didn't have any boost. Tough to get a lot of power in that Fennec. And good defense as PDHM are facing their first extended defensive stand of all game 2, and they passed with flying colors.
But this is going to get sticky here. Shad making the situation worse for PDHM. Shad will have another chance, but good speed from Drofinho. And we've seen PDHM get in these situations where they're having to play extended defense, but they look comfortable. They're able to make the stops. And with the counterattack that we've seen them execute, Jorby, I think it's got True Neutral a bit off kilter.
Just pull off on a lot of these long clears from True Neutral, and now they're staggered on the rotation off that last demo. And the physical game has certainly had to put, a couple of stops in the mentality of True Neutral. That's a massive miss. And Drofinho passed down. We're a minute left. PDHM have picked up 4 saves off of the 4 shots from True Neutral, putting on 8 of their own. I think that passes the eye test for how we feel like the game is gone. Here's a shot, but wide and taken away, and beautifully followed up by Drofinho. Does he get his 4th? Yes, sir, he does. PDHM, quite a statement in game 2.
And I still think Shad in that situation may have been able to get a better shot. I think that he had the boost, he had the time, and clinging it off the side like that set up the counterattack. So this has been not the greatest game, not the greatest performance from True Neutral. Shad specifically, I think, just didn't have a great game. So we'll look to see if he can bounce back. And that was a good pass off the backboard. But still, they don't find the goal that they're looking for, Jorby. So this was just a poor game for True Neutral. And we know that they're better than this. But PDHM, they're making a statement, I feel. They were not afraid to go for the demos in their own half, get that space, make the team passing plays happen. They're playing with some confidence.
Clean rotations and communication gives PDHM an emphatic win. And if they look like that in game 3, even if Shad starts hitting the mark, I still don't know right now. Like, this is a massive adjustment for PDHM to make, and we're going to have to see Shad and everybody really take up a better stand in game 3. Look much more like a game 1. But I thought that Raise Bull, even so, like every time he would get behind the ball on offense, by the time he could do anything, he had no boost. That's how much of a struggle it was for True Neutral to do anything in that game.
But I just want to highlight what PDHM did that was so good. One, Trufino, 4 goals, but the passing plays were so good from PDHM. They even the shots that they were taking, Jorby, we saw a few of them that were just haymakers towards the top shelf that forced True Neutral to get up there and get those saves. And that is the type of shooting that you are looking for at this level, at this stage in the tournament. PDHM looked like the better team in game 2. So now game 3, we'll see if they can recover. Shad specifically, I'd mentioned him with a bit of criticism. We'll see how he plays.
We'll see how the midfield goes for True Neutral. They had to pull off on so many plays, and it gave PDHM so much space to do work. And it might start with just avoiding these demos. And it might be easy to say, like, just to avoid the demos, but like that's something that they're gonna have to keep an eye out, because PDHM have been consistently taking them off the pitch. AJG couldn't find the ball, and Raise Bull bails him out.
Already things are getting hairy for True Neutral. They're stuck in their own half. Backboard pass. The shot saved from Raise Bull, but you can tell how quickly things can go from bad to worse.
Ooh. Raise Bull, I think he might have tried to catch that ball as he flipped to try to get the reset, and he almost had it. It was pretty close. He ran out of boost by the time he got back to the ball, and now he's going to try to challenge the pass, but PDHM sneaked through. Now they work towards the box. This is dangerous. AJG buys a little bit of time. Shad gets it back to him. Excellent clear, but Shad missed the ball. So PDHM get the ball back, and now it might be Leo versus Raise Bull. Raise Bull wins that, but here comes another shot. It's high off the crossbar. Here it comes again. Boom, the demos go, but no goal for PDHM.
It's a demolition derby, Jorby. There was demo after demo. PDHM with shot after shot. Already 5 shots in the first minute and a half. They are playing fearlessly. They're playing ferociously as well. Woo. Sad, he has been going for bumps, demos, the half rotations. It's working out, and almost getting a goal as Raise Bull was able to keep that out of the net. But for how long can they do it?
True Neutral, a star for boost. Here's another shot, diving for it. Nobody touched it. Now up around. Raise Bull got his corner boost. He'll be able to get to this clear, and he does so to get back to midfield. But now AJG has to get there quick on the follow-up, and PDHM had just enough time to get reset. The play completely died for True Neutral, and Sad launched it down the pitch for a goal.
You see, Shad was last back, expecting somebody to go for that ball, perhaps a bit earlier. I don't know if he was thinking a teammate was rotating back either, but he needed to get there and get in front or between that ball and the net. It was a wide open shot, and Sad will get that goal. And out of all the opportunities that they had, that wasn't even the most open chance that they had. But PDHM still making things work. They're putting shot after shot after shot on net, and eventually that defense is going to slip up.
Yeah, when they were struggling for boost for so long, True Neutral, they start to get desperate when they do finally get a clear and a little bit of boost, but no one's really set up for it. So Raise Bull, when he gets that powerful clear, AJG's already working on borrowed time, trying to catch up to the play, and it's tough to actually hit the ball with intent when all you can do is, oh my goodness, hang on a second, AJG picks up this goal. It bounced off the post and, you know, teased him a little bit before it went in.
So this was a bit fortunate. It was a 50. That ball skipping off the post, it almost went out, but AJG, he did well to position on that wall to win that challenge. And sometimes you do get a bit lucky on it finding its way into the net, and that was one of those situations, and perhaps that'll be enough for True Neutral to stabilize.
Perhaps, but they're gonna have to play more defense before they get to. Here's Sad. That's a shot that was just saved by Raise Bull, probably a little high, but still important to grab that rebound. Now on the retreat is Raise Bull. It's a 2-on-1. Leo, nice catch. Trufino following it closely. Sad crashes the box. All 3 orange cars want a goal so bad, but they come away empty, and Sad saves the day by diving in front of Raise Bull's ball. Trufino back over to the side. Leo keeps it up. Now it's time for Sad, and it's taken away. AJG clears it out. Much better defense from True Neutral.
Was that Raise Bull? It was a 3v1 situation. And Ray's Bull had to keep that out, and he did so. That was a nightmare. You never want to be in that situation where you can be bumped, demoed, the player can pass it infield around you, but a great stop there, and that's keeping hopes alive for True Neutral.
Ooh, Ray's Bull just getting that ball out before he gets demoed, and it sails right over Shad's head. A dead pass for True Neutral, having to sit beyond the midfield line and just let PDHM carry the ball in. All Ray's Bull can do is delay Leo, who finds the pass to Trufino, and the shot right in to AJG, but True Neutral have just lost more boost. Now they're using more to get these powerful clears, but they gotta get it away from these orange cars. Here's Sad, he sets it up, and, well, Leo was there in time, but AJG also got in front. Finally, a clear for Ray's Bull. AJG slowing it down on the boost catch. Shad cannot get back to the ball, and nothing developing for True Neutral. In fact, they're back on defense.
Shad, that was a risky back pass. And he's still having to deal with the fallout from it.
Leo tried to dunk it right down on top of the blue car, setting it up past Trufino. Sad goes under. Oh! Sad slips it under the defense, and they sneak in the 2 goals.
Trufino, the infield pass. It sneaks under both defenders. Shad, that was so close, but not close enough. PDHM take the lead in the final seconds.
They need some heroics, True Neutral do, but PDHM are up in the set 2-1 and looking good doing it.
They really are, Jorby. They look like the better team down there. We've seen so many attempted passing plays, hard shots that force the defense to make some awkward saves, and they are performing. Sad, 2 goals on 6 shots. They were out shooting them left and right this game. You know, this very easily could have been a 4-1 game had some of their shots found their mark. And we even saw at the start, it was really exciting with the demos that were coming in. So the physical play, the passing, everything there for PDHM.
And for True Neutral, I didn't feel as if, they weren't trying to adjust to what PDHM were able to do in the passing game. I think they started to shade some of those passes to cut them off, but then they were just unable to look beyond the ball because they didn't have any boost to do anything with for a lot of their defensive stops. And so sometimes you just get tunnel vision when you're just trying to manage the boost. Okay, where is he going with this ball? Oh, wait, that was a 3-man passing play and I messed up on that challenge. Or they just end up missing it because of that lack of confidence, James. And ever since game 1, when PDHM came back and made it 3-2 and made it really close at the end of the game, True Neutral have been unable to return to form. They haven't looked in control at all since the first half of the first game.
You're right, Jorby. They have not been in the driver's seat whatsoever. PDHM has been the one setting the tempo, setting the tone, going for these bumps, these demos, the passing plays. If you were to just watch with bot names instead of the player names and trying to guess which team was which, with how much the desk was favoring True Neutral, you would assume that they'd have been the orange team. But now True Neutral does get this long shot right off or early in the game. This one, a quick turn from Shad. I don't think Sad was expecting that.
No, Sad wasn't expecting that boomer, but as soon as he sees Trufino coming back, it was going to be a tough 50 to grab for Leo. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure he had the information to stay back on that one. Maybe thought Trufino was a little bit closer. Either way, that's a good way to start for True Neutral, especially since, some of those goals have ended up in your net like that. That's to feel good to get one like that back. Couple of good 50s for PDHM. But the corners this time, a little more defended. Ray's Bull lets it drop and everybody retreats for True Neutral. Nothing too threatening yet, but inching forward are True Neutral on every touch because PDHM are struggling on the quick clears, and now they creep forward off the last shot. Here's a quick counterattack. Sad redirects. He reached for the far side and was just a little wide.
And a good clear from Shad. He was there for the save as well. Shad switching things up. Now going to be rocking the Fennec.
Nice demo from Ray's Bull. And a shot from AJG, but well handled. for now on the side from Sad. He's going to have to defend against Raise Bull. And no problem. And no problem against 2 attackers. How about 3 attackers? If a quick shot can come, there it is, but Raise Bull dove for the save. True Neutral still retain the lead. Another good counterattack. Trevino up, and he got below the ball enough, and the shot still comes from Shad, who is feeling himself again. 2 goals for him.
Shad having a great performance so far. This is exactly what was needed. Shad, I think he's been struggling a bit, also struggling to find the confidence. You can tell coming out from the car switches, but this game has been a good start for him, and now might be what True Neutral needs to get back on track.
But they can't sleep at all. You know, a 2-goal lead is nice, but PDHM, their counterattacks have looked very deadly. Every time they shoot from that midfield line, it's with power. And then if you can't grab that rebound and get an efficient clear on your first touch, they're all over it. So True Neutral having to play some solid defense. Here they come again. PDHM save, this time by Shad. Shading across the crossbar pretty well, and he gets the clear. Shad doing everything right now.
He's all over the place, but in a good way. The speed, getting to these challenges. We almost saw him get a double tap from a long range just before this. And oh, now Trevino will bring it back within 1. PDHM score. And this one was cruising across the middle, and Trevino absolutely hammered that Jorby.
Yeah, he recognized AJG on the backboard, knew his forward momentum was going to carry him too far, so at his launch point, he tried to get to the far left of the ball. He was always looking to that near side to shoot, and he nailed it. It was perfect right behind AJG, and now PDHM, quick on the comeback, no double tap, and Raise Bull will get the clear.
Raise Bull panicked a bit. There was nobody close by, but you can understand why you wouldn't want to take the chance of giving up possession here. Now putting True Neutral in a spot where they're going to have to fight for some boost and hopefully get a counterattack.
Really love to launch this ball downfield. Hard touch, contest this PDHM back wall. Here's a shot, laser saved by Sad and picked up by Leo. That was a tough shot to save off the crossbar. Raise Bull passes in front. AJG on the catch, but it's a little too far away. Grabbed again. PDHM would love to get out of here. Love to get a quick counterattack going, but Raise Bull stuffs Trevino, hops right over him, and True Neutral all over the ball in the orange half.
I love that back pass from Raise Bull. That was exactly what was called for in that situation. AJG, however, that first touch got away from him, and at this level, with how quick players are and how fast they can challenge, you have to have the perfect first touch, and that just wasn't it from AJG.
Nice read from Raise Bull. Had launched expecting Trevino to try to get it past him, and he covered the distance well. Now AJG, it's just a light tap, but this is just part of the progression for True Neutral. Continue to throw that ball against the backboard and the back wall. PDHM, they can't get hard clears beyond the midfield line or even a short passing play that True Neutral can't hop on top of. But here's a passing play, and it's committed by Shad, who almost gets another goal saved. Here's another shot, but saved by Trevino and picked up by Sad. Time running out for PDHM, and they don't have the ball. Raise Bull underneath on the flip reset. Everyone's sitting back for True Neutral. Trevino under 1. Everyone else is too far back for PDHM. They try to play it to the corner. Raise Bull's behind it. Here comes Leo. He lets it drop, and Raise Bull gets behind the attack, kills the ball. True Neutral tie the set.
Raise Bull was all over that ball at the end, Jorby. He was killing time, able to get that block, and we've seen 0-second goals happen, so you don't want to take that risk whatsoever. So Raise Bull getting that ball to the ground wonderfully at the end there, and that was able to seal it for True Neutral. And I think Shad had a game where he really shook off all that rust that we saw was on him from the first few games of the series. 2 goals, both of them coming at his hands, and they were good goals.
And it just came from really one major mistake from PDHM, James, where Sad, he came up to try to assist on the first man, but he was the whole way back. And as soon as Shad saw him creeping forward, boosting full speed, he just launched the ball onto the net. But if PDHM get the correct read, this could have went to overtime. I mean, PDHM, other than that goal, were solid on defense. I don't think this is getting any easier as we head to Wasteland Night to decide who goes to series advantage in final match point.
These are two very well-matched teams. I don't think PDHM is outclassed whatsoever. This is neck and neck. Honestly, I would give PDHM the edge in terms of who I think is playing better right now. So we'll see in Wasteland who will be able to take over that lead like you're saying, Jorby.
PDHM's team plays have been phenomenal all match long, but best of sevens are a marathon, and you got to keep it up for the full leg of the journey. The shot saved by Shad, and that's how you want to start if you're PDHM. Now you can control the midfield boost, you can control the ball, and force RazeBull to have to make plays like that. If you can force True Neutral to have to outplay you at every step, they're going to find a lot of difficulty moving down the pitch with consistency. So speedy. It's sad. I think he might be the fastest player on the pitch. It's just every time he's so quick on his reads, and then always has a perfect launch to go grab the ball. Shad blocked on the backside. Sad, definitely going to have to continue looking great for PDHM. This first minute has been a lot of defense for the team in orange.
I think speed, reckless, abandon, who knows what you want to call it. Sad, though. He really is not afraid to go upfield and maybe risk getting out of position for some of those more high-risk plays, which has been paying off.
Shad tried to sneak it underneath, but Leo picks up the next save and ends up dropping that ball. And that drop cost them a goal. Shad picks up another. That's his third in 2 games.
At the miss from Leo, and then the pinch, or not a pinch, but it did skip off the defender. Good speed there from True Neutral, and True Neutral, maybe that's going to be enough. If they can keep getting these scrappy goals. PDHM, they were held down quite a bit by True Neutral, who has some good defensive chops, I would say.
AJG just kicked Sad to the moon. Came back down pretty quickly. Now AJG just wants to possess this against Drafinho. He didn't want to end up dropping the ball right onto him, but that's exactly what happened. And now Sad slows it down and gets by Shad, but Leo's got to grab this ball. He can't, and Shad will get out again. It's been close on a couple of these, but PDHM losing the majority of their 50s in the first 2 minutes.
That was a good clear. Sad working together with his teammate Drafinho to get that clear. And that's really a mark of a great team when you're playing the top teams in the region and you're able to still keep a calm head, keep your thoughts collected, and go for those intentional touches instead of just trying to blast it. You see even there, finding Drafinho downfield.
I mean, you heard from the top teams. Hang on a second, they got to grab this, and Drafinho does. But, you know, when 11s is asked, you know, who don't you want to play? Like, you know, PDHM are really good. Maybe not them. The teams and players seem to have their finger on the pulse of this PDHM team. Good approach there by Drafinho, but I think that's what's actually killing PDHM as they're forced to their own back wall. Is everyone's so willing to move up. They want to play as a full-man unit on offense, and so all 3 players creep up, and that's gotten them in trouble a couple of times. But when they do succeed on these passing plays, they're certainly pretty. They just got to make sure the 3rd man is cleaning house.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, Jorby, because at the same time, it has allowed them to get some scoring opportunities, even to get some goals. And now Sad will tie it up. This one, you can see how quickly he's ready to fly in here.
It's a great challenge by Leo. And yeah, Sad, again, he's always got the read, man. He will jump as soon as the ball is touched. I know exactly where it is. And he put it right on net. Leo sets it all up. And much better for PDHM on that last approach. You know, RazeBull, as good as he's been, the team plays have been lacking from True Neutral overall, and that is part of what's been a struggle to score consistently in PDHM's net when they haven't completely given you the space to do so. Good enough for now. RazeBull's very fast to get that challenge. AJG makes it awkward, but Leo's got the catch. PDHM not sweating too much on defense, despite, you know, a RazeBull who's looking more like a wasp when he's on the orange half.
And we've seen True Neutral in this situation before where PDHM is foaming at the mouth trying to get these goals, but still, True Neutral has been able to have success denying them, but how long can it last? Right now, PDHM, we see them building that momentum, but True Neutral, can they take advantage of that aggression from PDHM and perhaps catch them out like we've seen them do before?
True Neutral needed this clear. You see everyone's trying to pick up pads. They were sitting on either 0 or about 10. And every time they got a clear, they were looking for more pads. But this has been plenty of time. Everybody's re-kitted. And Raise Bull had it. But oh no, the entire rotation was blown out. And they got so lucky off the post. Here's Sad. He sets it in front, but nobody's going to take his pass. No one was there. Shad, quick turnaround. Can he do it again for True Neutral? No, he can't get the target, but Raise Bull comes up quick. And now it's all about the clamp for True Neutral. Here we go, Raise Bull losing against Sad, but AJG against Sad again. Everyone shades to the right for True Neutral. Can they get a shot at the end of regulation? Too light for Leo. He's got the ball. We got OT.
And here we go, and this is so important. You win this, you move to match point. And just thinking about the mental boon that you'll get from winning such a close and intense game.
It will certainly be elation. And right now, True Neutral, they just have to remain stoic on defense and get by this PDHM team. Shad almost caught out. He makes the save for now, but the rebound is going to be Trefino's. The demo! Raise Bull saves the day! And now he's trying to move down the field quickly. Around one, that's Sad. Sad trying to bully him out of the way. Raise Bull takes it himself! The solo hero goal! And True Neutral are up in the set!
From end to end, he's trying to dodge demos, get past defenders. He does it all. And True Neutral are now on match point. What an ending to that game, Jorby, to make the save. And then Shad as well had to stretch for that first save. And Raise Bull had to, through the smoke of a demo, be able to get the next save. That was something else.
Sad tried to grab the reins, but the Bull is just too strong. James, Raise Bull coming up big time. I really wondered when he would start punching through this PDHM defense. He's gone for a lot of solo plays in that game, and that one finally worked out in his favor, and it was a cavalcade of good decisions by True Neutral that got them to that point and allowed Raise Bull to finish that out. And now you got one more. This has not been an easy set. PDHM have stretched you for everything that you're worth in this series. I don't have a doubt. Whoever goes to the grand finals absolutely earns their spot, no matter what happens in this next game.
At True Neutral, they barely got through that last game. It took a heroic effort from Raise Bull, but if they can continue to play at that level, if they can clean up some of the defensive mistakes, then they have everything they need to handle this PDHM attack. So this is going to be an interesting game, Jorby. I would not be surprised to see this one go to Game 7.
We jet forward in time, and we find ourselves on Neo Tokyo. PDHM, can they force a Game 7? After Game 1, you had your questions, but PDHM have given you answers. True Neutral, a similar test score. And now it's all about the execution. Raise Bull gonna let this go for Shad. PDHM's backboard defense is something that, True Neutral still want to test as much as possible. For now, it's holding on. And again, sitting back in midfield, Raise Bull downfield, couldn't find it, and Shad dove for the ball, but he missed. Raise Bull jumped in front again, and a play developed out of nowhere when True Neutral just sat in midfield waiting for a snipe.
Now, Raise Bull was making things interesting. Probably could have scored it with a perfect touch, but it was a very tough situation for him. Decided to stay in the play. It was the right call and almost netted him a goal.
Oh, Raise Bull dove back with no boost and comes up with the save again. It's like the third time you see him dive back for a save, and now Shad fakes one, flips over another, and he can't score! Leo, the last man back, had the save, and AJG sneaks it in! Goal for True Neutral.
But just, if you're talking about health bars, Shad did all the damage. They had a millimeter left of health, then AJG comes in and knocks them out with that final shot, but Shad really deserves a lot of credit for putting the defense on notice.
You get a big one on the assist, not just a regular font-sized one. It's bolded, a bolded one. Oh, what a save from Raise Bull again. here downfield, looking for a quick pass, cut off by Drafinho, and now some space in midfield for Leo. Leo just kicks it away. I believe he was low on boost on that last, but it's going to be kicked back downfield for Sad. He got the first touch, he gets the second touch, but nobody from PDHM was ready for that. And it'll be saved for true neutral for now, but the ball got away. Shad kicks too far away from him. Sad sets up the pass, and up high again. Leo sets it across the backboard. Shot is going to be blocked for now, and AJG gets out of such a tough spot for true neutral.
And I didn't think Sad was even going to be able to read that. He did read it, but it was still saved by AJG. True Neutral's defense has had to fend off some menacing attacks from PDHM, and they have been able to do it.
Well, Shad making up for that. AJG had bumped the guy behind the ball, and it actually put them maybe in a better position, even though it looks really tight. But True Neutral having to play a lot of defense. Drafinho cutting off the pass again. Sad cuts in front, but that's where it's going to die for PDHM. That's okay. Sad picks this up. Drafinho's there. He puts it way high. Can't find the read, and the shot just high of the backboard. Looking again. Leo just sends it high, but Drafinho has no boost. He has to let it come back. PDHM swing around for another round of shots. Drafinho sets it across the backboard, which AJG handles excellently. Racing downfield is Shad, but it's grabbed now by Leo. Raisbull gonna grab the ball again. PDHM in a tough spot. They cannot hang on to this ball. That wasn't a good touch. Oh, and Drafinho backwards flips back off the back wall to pick up that save. That was excellent mechanical work, but now it's about the quick counterattack. Can they hang on to this ball? Leo sits in front of it, and everybody runs into each other. No good for PDHM.
And Shad, I think, has been playing so well, especially after the shaky start, really has been the key to success for True Neutral in conjunction with Raisbull being able to make some solo plays happen.
It was a nice stop by Leo.
And Jorby, though, this game is not out of reach just yet for PDHM. Now, perhaps it might be, as Shad will get the second goal with almost a minute left on the clock. This is going to be tough for PDHM to battle back from.
Leo came back. He could only pick up one pad, and he still couldn't get set in time. Drafinho was late to the initial challenge that put him under pressure. And now PDHM, well, they're in the hot seat. And here we go. Sad. Can they start a quick counterattack? Or at least an attack on the kickoff. But here's Raisbull. Flips it up, and the bump is good! Oh! El Toro strikes! 3 goals for True Neutral!
Raisbull with the catch. And the delay on the flick, Leo had no chance.
True Neutral, massive, massive statement in this game. The game that will send you to the grand finals if you can win it. And with 48 seconds left to go, PDHM, well, I think True Neutral are pointing at the exit sign for him. Raisbull, huge 50 again. And there's just no room for PDHM to work with. If they can start this clock right now, maybe you get a miracle going, but that clear right there, True Neutral, great adjustments against PDHM. They handled the bumps, the demos, the passes, the counterattacks, everything that PDHM could throw at them. True Neutral, they stood in the ring, took their shots, took a beating, but in the end, successful and the champions of this semifinal. And they're gonna move to the grand final to play 11s to find out who takes the major title for South America. True Neutral moving on.
Raisbull doing it with style, the 0-second goal. But Jorby, you're right. True Neutral, they make it through, but they're a little bit battered and bruised. PDHM, they had some heroic goals themselves and really did a great job keeping the pace, really putting True Neutral on the back foot in quite a few situations. Even this game, early on, PDHM was threatening. So True Neutral, they get through, and I think they're going to be happy with this performance. Anytime that you go into a series and you start playing poorly, to be able to bring that back or to recover or stabilize or adapt your play style and make the best of the situation, I think that is a great sign for True Neutral. But they have a tall task ahead of them. 11s has been playing phenomenal Rocket League all day, and it's only going to get harder from here for True Neutral.
But it's such an exciting semifinal. And honestly, I don't think it's even close to the last that we've seen of PDHM. They weren't even considered a top 5 team heading into this major, but I think that they're certainly in the conversation now. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them in a couple of more of these major appearances. 11s is going to be tough for True Neutral, but that's what we got coming up for you after the break. Get up, get a snack, go to the bathroom, and get ready. The best of 7 grand finals coming your way after the break.